Hi friends, good morning. This is SK sir. Today I am going to introduce you the very important rule from the GOC, that is the Brett's rule. By using this rule, we can decide the stability of carbocation, carbon free radical, and even the stability of the pi bond also. So without wasting time, let's start what is the Brett's rule. Now tell me, here it is very simple. Brett's rule means the formation, see here, the formation of carbocation, carbon free radical, and pi bond, not possible at the bridgehead carbon atom. So this is called the Brett's rule. Understood now what is the Brett's rule? Formation of carbocation, formation of free radical, and formation of pi bond at bridgehead carbon atom is not possible. Now tell me what is the bridgehead carbon atom first. So I will show you what is the bridgehead carbon atom. See, for example, if you take this one, this is a cyclohexane. Now one more see. So this carbon atom, this is called bridgehead carbon atom. Understood? And also you can represent like this. Both are same, this one. See here. This is called bridgehead carbon atom. Okay? See, this is what? Bridgehead carbon atom. Now the formation of carbocation, carbon free radical, and formation of pi bond is not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. Okay? For example, see here. You can write like this. Carbocation is not possible, highly unstable, and if you form the free radical, see here, free radical, highly unstable, here also highly unstable, see here, that is the formation of pi bond, highly unstable. So this is called what? Brett's rule. But why the carbocation, carbon free radical, and pi bond is not formed at bridgehead carbon atom? Do you know? It is very simple. See, what is the hybridization here? The hybridization of carbocation is what? sp2. Here the hybridization of free radical is also sp2. Here the hybridization is also sp2. It means, why it is not possible the sp2 hybridization at bridgehead carbon atom is not possible? Are you getting my point? See here. The Brett's rule means what? The formation of carbocation, carbon free radical, and pi bond not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. Because what? sp2 hybridization. Because sp2 hybridization not possible at bridgehead carbon atom due to angle strain. So what is the angle strain? I will explain. First complete it. Okay? Due to angle strain. Write down. Okay, now see here. Why the sp2 hybridization is not possible at bridgehead carbon atom, we will discuss. Now this is what we know that. Actually this is, what is the name of this compound? This is called norborane. Okay. And you see what is the hybridization here? One hydrogen is there. Here this is below the plane and here it is above the plane. So here hybridization is sp3 and here approximate writing I am writing here. Theta is equal to 180. So if you remove the one hydrogen and here you will get what? Carbocation. Okay. Now see the carbocation. So what is the hybridization here? That is sp2. But expected bond angle, what is the expected bond angle sp2 hybridization? Expected theta is equal to 120 degree. But what is the real theta here? The real theta is equal to 108 only. It means actually expected is 180 but real is 108. It means what? The bonds, the sp2 hybridized bonds forcefully come closer to each other. So what? Due to this 108 theta angle, it means 120 bond angle is not possible. Why? Because the real theta is 108 but 120 degree is not possible. So if it is come 120 degree means what? It is a planar triangular. So if this carbon come into the plane, there is a repulsion between electrons, bond pair electron repulsion will take place. So this is the what? Planar structure is not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. For example, if you take, see here what? First let me complete this one. Here what angle strain is what? Angle strain, that is we can easily calculate angle strain, that is 1 by 2. That is expected bond angle is what? That is 120. Real is what? 108. So you will get whatever you calculate, you will get the what? This is 120, this is 108 means what? 12. That is angle strain you will get. Understood? And suppose, see, write like this. Okay, now see. This is a carbocation. So sp2 hybridization. So if this carbon atom is undergoes sp2 hybridization, these bonds must be come into the plane. The planar structure like this. This one must be come into the plane. So when it is come into the plane, these bonds come closer to each other. It means there is a repulsion between bond pair electron will takes place. Are you getting my point? So that's why this bridgehead carbon atom does not come into the plane. Understood now? So here see, bridgehead carbon atom does not come into the plane. Okay? So that's why sp2 hybridization not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. Understood now? This is the what? Brett's rule. Okay, based on this concept we will discuss some questions. First complete it. Understood what is the main important? At bridgehead carbon atom, carbocation free radical pi bond is not possible. Why? Carbocation free radical pi bond undergoes sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization means what? Theta is 120. 120 degree is not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. That's why bridgehead carbocation carbon free radical pi bond is highly unstable as compared to other carbocations. Make it fast. Okay, now see here one question that is based on stability of carbocation. Arrange the following in decreasing order of stability of carbocation. So we have the first question. See this one. All are bridgehead compounds. So here the positive charge present at bridgehead carbon atom. So it means what? Brett's, according to Brett's rule, this is highly unstable. Okay, here the positive charge not at bridgehead carbon atom. So this is what? Tertiary carbocation is more stable because more inductive effect, positive inductive effect and more number of hyperconjugation. So here see this is, it shows plus A effect, here also shows plus A effect and this is also plus A effect. Okay, more stable. Here this is secondary, only 2 plus A effect is there, and if you see the hyperconjugation, here only one hydrogen is there, and here also one hydrogen, only 2 alpha hydrogen is there. Here more alpha hydrogen, here 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6 alpha hydrogen, 6 hyperconjugations. And see, this is a what? This is a secondary, and this is a what? Primary. Only one alpha hydrogen is there. Only one alpha H, primary carbocation. So we know that the stability order of carbocation, tertiary is more stable than secondary, secondary more stable than primary. So which one is more stable? B. Then after what? C. Then after D. Here what? Even though it is a tertiary, but according to Brett's rule, this is highly unstable. This is the stability order of this one. Okay, now see this one. So this is what? Bridgehead carbon atom, highly unstable. This is not bridgehead carbon atom, but see the hyperconjugation 1 and here 2 hyper, total 3 alpha hydrogen is there. And this is the secondary. See, this is not a bridgehead carbocation, but this is a secondary. But here 2 alpha hydrogen is there, and hyperconjugation is also not possible. Why? If it is hyperconjugation takes place, so pi bond will form. At bridgehead carbon atom, pi bond is not possible. So are you getting my point? So which is more stable? This is A, this is B, and this is C. So B is a more stable. And see here carbocation present non-bridged carbon atom. Here bridgehead carbon atom. So C is little bit stable than A, but C is less stable than B. Hyperconjugation is not possible. Only inductive effect is there. So now C is more. Then after what? A. This is the what? Stability order. Understood? Okay? Write down. That is the third question. Arrange the following in decreasing order of stability. This is also bridgehead carbocation. This is also bridgehead carbocation. And now one more here. This is also bridgehead carbon. But in this direction, see, the ring size is increases. Ring size increases. When the ring size is increases, the possibility to come into the plane is increases. So ring size is bigger, angle strain is decreases. We know that here what is the ring size here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 6, here 7. It means with increasing the ring size, the angle strain decreases. Angle strain decreases means what? Stability little bit increases. Are you getting my point? And the possibility to come into the plane is increases. The ring is very big size, easily come into the plane, and you can get the 120-degree bond angle. So with increasing the ring size, the stability of bridgehead carbocation is increases. So who will more stable? See, A, B, C. C is more stable than B, B more stable than A. Now next fourth one, C, one more. Arrange the following in increasing or decreasing order of stability. 1, then CH plus, then here what? Tertiary carbocation, and here what? Benzyl carbocation. So here exceptional case, tertiary carbocation is more stable than benzylic, even though it is stabilized by the resonance. So A, B, C, D. This is called direct inductive effect and hyperconjugation. So who will more stable? Tertiary carbocation is more stable. Then after benzyl carbocation, because benzene stabilizes this carbocation by resonance. Okay, then you will get the D. See, this is a bridgehead carbocation, highly unstable. This is a methyl carbocation. So even though this is a primary, this is a tertiary, this is more stable. Why? This is 120 degrees, not possible. Okay, these are the some questions based on what? Brett's rule. So one more example we will discuss first, complete it. Okay, now see, which of the following does not show keto-enol tautomerization? So we know that in the tautomerization, alpha hydrogen atom is involved. Let's see here. This is carbonyl group. Here one alpha hydrogen is there. Here 2 alpha hydrogen is there. So keto-enol tautomerization will take place like this. Okay, you will get. You can write the structure like, see, I am writing only one structure here to represent keto-enol tautomerization. So it will form the pi bond and this is OH. This is what keto and this is enol. Keto-enol tautomerization. Here see, here one alpha hydrogen is there. Here it is alpha hydrogen. So if it is undergoes tautomerization and you will get like this. See here. Pi bond and OH. See, this is a bridgehead carbon atom. So according to what? Brett's rule. Not possible. Pi bond is not possible at a bridgehead carbon atom because 120 degrees is not possible. So this is not formed. Here see, here there is no alpha hydrogen is there at this carbon atom. And here also alpha hydrogen is there, but this is a bridgehead carbon atom. So here C and B both not shows keto tautomerization. Now this one, here 3 alpha hydrogen is there. This 3 alpha hydrogen atom involved in the keto-enol tautomerization. So answer is what? Here B and C. Okay, now understood what is the Brett's rule and what is the use of Brett's rule in the keto-enol tautomerization and stability of carbocation. Okay. So this is the Brett's rule. Once again I am telling you that is the definition of Brett's rule. So the formation of carbocation, carbon free radical and pi bond is not possible at a bridgehead carbon atom due to angle strain, and sp2 hybridization is not possible at bridgehead carbon atom. Okay guys? Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel SK Chemistry Academy. And please click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification for incoming videos. Okay. Thank you.